Yo, what's going on, y'all? This is your boy Haba, Nick or Nahaba, and I'm bringing you a brand new video here today. And before we get into this one, I just want to let y'all know that at 500 subs, I'm dropping a brand new loop kit totally free. And also, I got a nice new little mic stand. I'm still getting kind of used to it. I don't know if this is the final spot where it's gonna set, but hopefully it's bringing a little higher quality voiceover vocal audio to the videos. I'm always looking for ways to improve on quality over here. Make sure you stick around till the end of this video so you can see the full process. I'm gonna give you guys a preview of the beat that I made right now. So if that sounded dope, make sure you stick around, watch me cook up, and I'll provide you with some tips and tricks along the way. So with all that said, we're gonna hop straight into the video. All right, so I got Omnisphere and the rich ballad piano out of Keyscape pulled up, and I kind of have an idea for the vibe I wanna go with on this beat, but I'm just gonna roll with however it plays out. And if it plays out the way I want it to, then that's awesome. But if not, I'm rolling with it. So let's get right into it. All right, so far I'm in the C sharp minor scale, 120 BPM, and I've got these nice chords going, and that sounds like this. So you guys can hear what that sounds like and how it's going. So I'm gonna press Alt S, and that's gonna strumize these guys. And then I'm gonna press Alt R, and this is just on the chords right now. And yeah, so that will humanize it a bit, sound like this. All right, so now that I have that, I'm gonna start working on a top melody. So I have my my melody done here. So after I added my chords, I just started with this, and I'm just gonna let the first half here play, and you can kind of see, you know, all the different things I did. Not super crazy, but I think it's really effective. So I'll let y'all hear that now. Okay, and then after I had that, I wanted to swap it up on the second half, so I started with chopping this chord. Y'all will hear how that sounds, but I'm gonna kind of explain the rest too. It looks really confusing, but it's kind of just like stepping stones and following, you know, the chords. If that makes sense. And because I had this pause in the chord, I wanted to add a little bit of a flair here. That's definitely not what you call it, but I just mean like something a little fancier. And it's not even that fancy, but I think it sounds good in that open space. And then this, as you can see, I messed with the velocities here, so it's not super noticeable, but it's just going up the scale in the background. Nothing crazy, but it's nice ear candy, and it gives good variation. So the second half sounds like this. So I think it sounds good. I might mess with this part a bit more. Like, I don't know. It sounds weird to me, and I'm not super satisfied with it. So I'm gonna mess with that until I find something I like. So I've actually decided just to remove it overall. I think that open space actually sounds really good and adds tension to it all. So now that I have my completed melody, I'm gonna press Alt R, and this is gonna randomize the velocities a little bit. Then I'm going to press Control A to select everything, and hold Alt and scroll down to just lower the velocity a touch. So now the full melody sounds like this, and I'm going to zoom this out so you guys can kind of see the full MIDI other than my bass. So I personally think that sounds really good. We're obviously not done with the melody. All right, so I rendered these into audio clips. Just to save my CPU a little bit. And I'm just gonna rename them really quick. So this is top melody. And this one is chords. And now that I have that, I'm gonna look for other things. I think I already know of a pad that I want to add. So I'm gonna pull that up. It's out of the Nick Mira, which Medusa Bank, and it is the clean ass pad. I really like this one. So I'm just gonna grab my chords and paste it over to this. And I'm just gonna, actually I'm gonna leave my bottom note, eliminate all my other notes, and then throw them up a couple octaves by holding control and pressing up on the arrow. And then press Control L to lengthen them all to touch each other. I'm gonna throw them up another octave. So I think that sounds really good. Also, before we proceed, I'm just gonna mix out my piano and stuff a little bit. I like that EQ on it. I'm gonna add a touch of reverb, like literally 4%. We'll go 7%. I'm gonna low cut slightly, but I think that gives a nice quality piano sound. So now for the pad, I don't think we gotta EQ anything. I'm gonna add some reverb just to soften it a little bit, then I'm gonna turn it down a touch. So I'm gonna start adding drums to this, as I don't really see much of a point to keep adding melodic things at this time. If I hear something, I'll go back and add it, let y'all know, but for right now, I'm gonna just start on drums. I think the piano is full enough and the pad is a good accent to complement it, and I think it works really well together. And I think I'll be able to mix it up to keep it fresh throughout the whole beat. So I got my snare. I'm gonna grab a hi-hat from the out knob a little bit, my 808. I'm just using the spins. So I think this will be my 808 pattern. I think it's nice, bouncy. So now I'm gonna go in and mess with my hi-hats, add a little more bounce. So I got my hi-hats. It's kind of a weird pattern, but I like it. I think it adds a lot of bounce and uniqueness to the beat. So I swapped the snare over to a clap, and I think it sounds better. I think that sound selection's a bit better. But I am gonna add another snare. I think that snare helps a lot, and now that I got that, I'd say this beat's done. I'm just gonna mix it out really quick. So I got it all mixed out, so now I'm gonna throw my master on it. And that's just a Fruity Parametric EQ1 with mids, lows, and highs slightly boosted, and default pretty soft clipper. But yeah, so now I'm just gonna mix this beat out super quick, and then I'm gonna get out of here. All right, so probably gonna start it off with just the chords and the pad. Alright, so I got the beat all laid out. I started off with just the chords and the pad, and then it jumps into the top melody, comes in for the first 8 of the hook, and it stays for the whole hook. And then I hit this little button up here in the top left, and I clicked Make Unique. And what that does is allows you to edit this clip without affecting this one. So I pitched it up here, 1200 cents, otherwise known as 1 octave. And I threw it onto its own mixer, and I EQ'd out a bunch of the highs because they were pretty strong. but this just added a bit of variation, so I'll let you guys hear that. And then I just made the reverb a bit stronger on there as well. And then for the second 8 of the verse, I got rid of the top melody, so it's just the chords once again, and also there is no pad throughout the whole entirety of the verse. Then it'll drop off into the hook, and it's just the chords and the pad. And then for the second half, all the drums except the 808 come in. And yeah, so that's gonna do it for this one, guys. I'm gonna let y'all hear the beat play out in its entirety while I get out of here. But thank you so much for watching. If you're still here, please leave a like on the video, subscribe. Once again, 500 subs, I'm dropping a free loop kit for you guys to go crazy with, and you can send me back any beats you make. Comment down below, let me know what you want to see from me in the future. I'm just going to keep pumping out these like piano melodies. You guys seem to enjoy them, and it's kind of what I found I'm sort of good at, so I'm just going to keep rolling with it and mixing it up here and there. But thank you so much again for watching. I'm back, hopefully a video a week from here on out. And this is your boy Nick, Haba, or Nahaba, and I'm out. Peace.